Once upon a time, there was a very talkative boy named Brian. He had a habit of sharing every little detail of his life with his friends or anyone who would lend an ear to him. Whenever he used to meet his friends or even strangers, he used to get frank quickly. He used to tell everyone about his goals and everything that he wants to achieve in life. He feels proud for sharing all his future goals and failures. But despite this, inside, he used to feel sad. He tried to figure out the reason for his sadness but failed miserably. Somehow he felt that whenever he speaks about his vision or goals to other people, he fails at accomplishing those goals. One day, while going to his office, he saw a group of monks walking towards the temple. He asked one of the local vegetable vendors about what was happening. The vegetable vendor told him that the monks are going to conduct a session at the temple tomorrow and had invited people to listen to the teachings of Buddhism. Brian felt the urge of going to the temple and meet the monk. The next morning, he went to the temple where the Buddhist monk was talking about 5 things that you should never tell anyone in your life. Brian was curious to understand all and listened carefully. The monk started, "My dear people, never share your weaknesses with anyone. Whenever you share your weakness with anyone, always remember that whosoever you share your weaknesses with can use it against you when they want. Not everyone in this world responds to your weaknesses empathetically. Sharing weaknesses with everyone you meet can sometimes weaken your self-confidence." Brian was listening carefully and nodded in understanding. The monk continued, "You should never tell your income to anyone you meet. When you tell people about how much money you make, you unconsciously raise the level of expectation people have from you. If your income level is significantly higher than those around you, it may strain your relationships with them or create an unhealthy dynamic where people treat you differently. When you keep your income to yourself and don't brag about it in front of everyone you meet, you give yourself the focus you need to grow in your personal life without any external influence." The monk continued, "My dear people, the third thing that you should never tell anyone is your future plans. When you tell your plans to others, it can sometimes lead to unwanted distractions and opinions which might deviate you from your path. This can also create unnecessary pressure in your mind which can hamper your performance. If you share your plans with people you don't know much about, you raise the level of expectation people have from you. Life is full of uncertainties. It's possible that as you evolve, you might end up changing your plans. Therefore, it is wise not to speak about your future plans until you have accomplished them." Brian could relate to the monk's words and was curious to know about the other things. The monk continued, "The next thing that you should keep to yourself or not tell others is a material possession. While you might have achieved good milestones in life and have acquired quite a lot of material possession, flaunting them is never a good idea. When you discuss your material possessions with others, you are not only disturbing your privacy but also inviting envy or jealousy from others. By keeping this information to yourself, you focus more on personal character and values rather than material wealth. This helps you grow more in life and keeps you away from gathering ego. Sometimes bragging about your material possessions can turn your positive mindset into a materialistic mindset and breed a sense of superiority within you. Always remember that you can be scrutinized for your choices or financial decisions, which can ultimately lead to feeling of insecurity or dissatisfaction." Listening to the monk's words, Brian was somehow connecting with his inner self and was evaluating all the wrong that he was doing. He patiently waited there to listen to all the other things that the monk had to say. The monk continued, "The last thing that you should not tell anyone about is your family issues. Family issues are matters which require careful consideration before being discussed in the society. While it might be good to seek advice from people you trust, sometimes sharing your family issues can invite unnecessary scrutiny and prejudice from others. Each family has its own challenges. When you share your family issues with others, it's possible that the other person might misunderstand the scenario and give you a piece of advice that might do more harm than good. Try to develop a stronger bond with your family members by working through the challenges together. Find solutions that outsiders may not be aware of or fully appreciate. After all, it's your family and you know them better. By listening to Monk's words, Brian realizes where he was wrong. He decided to change himself and started working on all the lessons he learned. Sooner he realized that by maintaining a balance between openness and discretion, he can live a more peaceful and happy life. In the end, I would like to say that there are listeners out there who may unintentionally harm the things or scenarios that bring joy to you. Choose wisely whom you discuss your personal things with, for the world is full of good intentions that can unknowingly jeopardize your happiness. If you like this video, share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much for watching till here.